Hey kitty cats! Hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are in the world. If I am posting this on the intended day, it is Christmas. I'm wishing everyone a Merry Christmas to whoever celebrates it. If not, I wish you all a Happy New Year to see if I will be posting any more content more frequently instead of having this like 2 week wait period when I'm currently posting this. But there's just been a lot of editing issues recently, so I just decided to say, you know what, screw it. I just might as well just post it, even if it's not just like how I intended it to be. But anyways, as the title intended, you will be seeing some Genshin gameplay, which is just me exploring, you hearing the ASMR or like the SFX of Genshin in the background while I read some Reddit stories out here. These are honestly some really interesting ones that I've wanted to read for a bit. Like, I just see them pop up on my feed, and I was like, you know what? These are really interesting. I'll try to give my, well, I wouldn't say unbiased because it's more of an opinion, so it's not really an unbiased opinion because that's not what opinions are. But I'll give my opinion on them. Let me know what you think in the comments as well for, engagement. So, let's get on to the first three. Okay, so the first story is from r/am I overreacting, and the poster is Western Cat 5211, and the title is Am I overreacting to break up with my boyfriend over 3 years over his reaction to my upcoming sobriety anniversary? So this one actually has photos, so I'm gonna put the photo up on the screen while I'm reading it out loud. She starts off with, I'm thinking about getting myself a cake for December 12th. Why? 2 years sober. Yeah, but why would you get a cake? Just to celebrate. So you're celebrating doing the bare minimum? LOL. It's something that took work and has been difficult for me. But you still need my validation to buy yourself a cake. No, I'm not looking for validation. I just wanted to share with you since I thought you'd be happy for me. No, you wanted a pat on the back from me, and now you're pissed I didn't give it to you because I'm not going to act like you're a hero for doing the bare minimum. You are the one who chose to drink too much, and don't make it everyone else's problem. Here is the next photo. Why are you talking to me like this? Are you having a bad day at work? I'm just being real with you. This is not something worth buying a cake over. Like, do not go around telling our friends about this because it would look bad. Okay, never mind. Did you want to go see Blank after work to see Blank? I'm watching the game with Blank. Okay, I'll see you at home. Maybe Taylor will be there. Ew, I hope not. Okay, so that was a really interesting conversation already, but let's read what she has to say. Alcoholism was something I struggled with in my 20s. I finally got into therapy and got sober. I did smart recovery. It has been a lot of work changing a lot of my habits and something I'm proud of. I thought I'd get one of the berry chantilly cakes. The screenshots are from the convo with my boyfriend when I was thinking about it. He acted normal when we got home, but the way he talked to me really hurt my feelings. The kind of relationship I want is where I can share something like this and the other person would be like, that's awesome, or even, I'll pick it up for you, or something. I don't need or want a parade, I just feel like my person should celebrate with me. I'm thinking of ending it with him because the more I think about it, the sadder it makes me feel. But I am posting about this because I know Reddit is very unforgiving and strict about addiction, and maybe you guys will show me how I'm blowing it out of proportion. I don't want to walk away too soon. He has never talked to me so negatively before, saying stuff like, you wanted a pat on the back and I'm not going to act like you're a hero. Doesn't feel like a good partner would talk. So everyone was pretty much repeating what the first poster said. Please tell me you've ended this relationship and bought yourself a gosh darn cake. That's the most upvoted comment, and that's pretty much my opinion on it too. I mean, I have my own opinions on how addicts are, but if you're going through sobriety and you just wanted to congratulate yourself for all the hard work that you've done and genuinely be proud that you're improving in your life, then that's a reasonable thing to want, especially if you wanted to celebrate it with your partner. Because, I mean, if you're going to buy yourself a cake, you would want to share it with your partner, no? And I'm pretty sure that's what she was looking for, just something to, just someone to talk to about her excitement for celebrating such a thing. So, she's not overreacting in my opinion either, but let's just hope that they're doing okay now and that this didn't tip them in the wrong way. because I know ending a 3-year relationship is not going to be easy. Okay, here's the next story. Thought I'd read this one since it had to do with Christmas a little bit. It's from the same subreddit, and this one is posted by ordinary underscore art 7418. And the title is, Am I Overreacting for Tearing Up Over the Gifts I Received? And it says, I didn't like them.
Is it time for a magic?
Okay, so here we go. I never wanted to be the ungrateful person who wants to act spoiled in demanding a specific gift. However, nobody in my life seems to understand what I like. For every single birthday gift and Christmas gift since I was around 13, I'm 18 now, I have received feminine products, handbags, and feminine clothes as gift. The unfortunate thing, I have never used purses or handbags before. I use a wallet. The only feminine products I use are lotion and chapstick, and my overall clothing aesthetic is streetwear and baggier stuff. I also love anime and art, and for more context, I am assigned female at birth, but am very much a closeted trans guy. I suck it up every time because this is my family wasting their money on me again, and I don't want to be ungrateful. I also haven't come out either or made the effort to verbally tell them my interest. But shouldn't it take you in one look at me be enough? I don't know what to get you, is what they usually say. Yet, I'm wearing an anime shirt and sketching all the time. Is everyone just choosing to ignore the obvious or what? This Christmas, I received another purse, pink, sweatshirt, and those corny inspirational quotes in the front, and a pajama set that's a bit skin tight. I start tearing up in the bathroom and shoved everything under my bed so I won't have to see it. My parents seem to enjoy mocking me though. I overheard them calling me stuck up for not reacting much when opening the gifts and leaving the room, then doting on me later and asking me if I liked my gifts. I genuinely hate Christmas and my birthday over this, and I do not look forward to any of it for every year. Am I overreacting? There's a small edit. And I do tell my parents what I like, show them all my anime stuff, and tell them clothes I do or do not like. My mother is usually the one who judges my clothing choices and insists I wear stuff she likes. So the comments under those posts are saying the original poster is not overreacting. They seem to understand what they're going through, as they have also received this type of treatment from their family, and they're saying that their feelings are very valid, and now that they're more grown and now a legal adult, that hopefully they will be able to move on and enjoy Christmas on their own or with their friends. And in my opinion, I understand how not getting what you want on Christmas or your birthdays is really frustrating, especially if you try to show off to your parents what you like or what you do like, especially in their small edit that they mentioned that they do that, but it's mostly their mother trying to shove on like the girl stereotype onto them, even though that's not what she's really presenting as. So, in my opinion, they are not overreacting, and I hope they get a gift they enjoy in the future. Okay, on to the next story. This is one about Thanksgiving, a little bit late to the holiday, but here we go. This one is posted by How Can I Be Quality Assassin, I guess is what they try to put their username as. And the title is, Am I overreacting to skip Thanksgiving after my mom basically said I'm an embarrassment for not having a husband and kids by now? I'll put up the message on the screen because it does have a photo included. Sorry if this hurts your feeling, but it's time for some tough love. You made a big mistake when you broke it off with Blank. I know you didn't like what he did, but giving up over it was stupid. Everyone else has a family. Your sister, your brother, cousins. Doesn't that make you feel embarrassed? To be the only one without a family? Doesn't it make you lonely? You're too old for roommates. It's time to grow up. Just my 2 cents. Don't shoot the messenger. Love you, sweetie. Just something to think about. And here we go on what they said. I, 35F, and a single for 3 years, was engaged, but he, Charles, was doing weird sexy roleplay with people on a video game, which was disgusting.
Not bad.
It really f***ed me up, and yes, I've been in therapy. I have dated since then, but nothing serious. I have never had my mom say something like this to me. I do not want to go to Thanksgiving after this. The way she said, don't shoot the messenger, it's clear the rest of the family have been talking about me, and she was the one elected to say it. I don't want to drive 2 hours just to sit with people who think I should have stayed in a relationship with a cheated, degenerate little. Would I be overreacting for not going? Is it too much? I'm honestly too hurt and angry to be objective right now. Would you ever say this to your daughter? Like, I have a good job, I'm educated, I have friends and hobbies. I own my condo and I have 3 car payments left. I have a cat. Why is the end all be all me have a husband and kids? I don't know. I'm pissed. Help. Wow, that was quite a read. And to be honest, this person is not overreacting. Like, if anything, I feel like they're reacting the exact way I would react if this was ever said to me. Just like, they obviously had a really valid reason to break up with their said partner, and then the family is just judging this person and saying to basically, hey, it's your fault for breaking up with this person. You should really get over it. And you should really have been established by now, because 35 isn't that old, if I'm being honest. I think people are just really self-preservant and saying having kids and a family is all you need in life. But hey, if someone is living their best life, they're successful, and they're genuinely just doing what they want and putting themselves first instead of being in a relationship where someone was doing something really disgusting, then this person is not overreacting. And the comments in this post are with the original posters all the way through. Everyone pretty much agrees, and they're just saying, just cut them off or whatever you want to do and put yourself first. Alrighty, next story. This one was posted by u/willing recognition 75. And the title of this post is, Am I overreacting for not getting anything for Christmas? I, 35F, received nothing from my fiance, 43M. We've been together for 4 years and I am currently 17 weeks pregnant. I didn't ask for anything for Christmas directly, but I've mentioned stuff over the last couple of months that would be really helpful during this already difficult pregnancy, i.e. pregnancy pillows, maternity leggings, and belly bands, other non-expensive stuff. I am the main breadwinner, as he is on disability, but still receives a significant amount of money each month, and gave him plenty of ideas and time to purchase said things. He also never directly asked for anything, but had mentioned months ago that he wanted a $250 knife set for cooking, so I got it for him. I also have 3 children from previous marriage and made sure to include his name on some of the gifts. Anyway, I didn't get anything for Christmas and super disappointed. His response was, well, you never really asked for anything, and he told me I am being too emotional about it, just having a sucky Christmas. And the comments are really just saying, no, you're not overreacting, return your gift, and return the fiance to his mother. And they are saying, no, do not marry this man. He's just showing you how he won't put any effort into his relationship, and so on. And to be honest, I think that's pretty much my opinion. Just if they're already showing that they won't put any effort when you're not even really married and you're about to have his child, out of all things, don't marry this man. Don't do it for the sake of you being pregnant either. I just feel like this is a situation where you're going to be unhappy, he's going to be unhappy, and everyone involved is going to be unhappy, because if something this small starts to kind of snowball in a relationship, it's just going to lead to a messy divorce down the road if you do start to get married. But hey, that's just my opinion. But if I was in her situation, I would also be pretty livid. Okay, for the next post, I'm taking this one off the r/am the a-hole Reddit. And this one is posted by Dreek Frenford. And the title is, Am I the a-hole for my USB killer frying my friend's PC after she snooped in my bag? I, 20F, my friend is 21F. I always carry a USB killer in my backpack. It looks like any other thumb drive, except I stick a tiny devil face sticker on it, so I know it's the dangerous one. I keep it on me because I still live at home and my parents are super nosy. If I ever left it on my desk, they definitely pick it up and plug it into their laptop to see what it is. Yesterday, I had to leave campus in a rush and asked my friend to watch my bag for a bit. I ended up not having time to come back, so I texted her to take it home and I grabbed it today. She said, cool. She gets home, admits she got curious and started looking through my stuff, finds the double sticker USB and thinks it's normal drive, and plugs it into her gaming PC to see what files I have. Computer instantly dies. Mobo and PSU completely gone. Now she's mad at me, saying I'm reckless for carrying something like that, and I need to buy her a whole new setup, even though she knows she shouldn't have been digging around in my bag in the first place. I feel bad her PC is dead, but come on. Don't snoop and don't plug random drives into your computer. Am I the a-hole? And everyone is pretty much saying that no, she is not the a-hole, and just don't stick random things into your PC, even if they're from, quote, friends. I just think it's really immature of the friend to try and snoop around in her files just to, quote unquote, see what files she has. Like, why is it your business to see what files she has? Are you like trying to find something on her or something? I don't know. But I think the original poster has a really good reason on why she has a killer stick. But hey, this is just a really funny situation in my opinion. I never thought people have killer USBs like just like that. But hey, I don't think she's the a-hole because just like why would you do that on your gaming PC out of all things? Do it on a laptop out of all things, no? But yeah, this is a pretty silly story, but let me know what you think. I have never had the experience of knowing people have killer USBs. Didn't even know that was a thing till now. But hey, I guess here we are, huh? Okay, this next one is a really short post, but I just wanted to read it because I feel like I can relate to the OP a lot. But here we go. This one, oh, it's a deleted user, but the title is, what am I the a-hole for not wanting to watch Netflix with subtitles? Okay, so my partner, 36F, and I, 36M, have been married for 11 years. Our biggest fight has been because of subtitles on Netflix. I want it, she does not. My reasoning, I follow the story so much better when it is on. Her reasoning is distracting. I said that when I decide on something, and we need to have it on, but it does create some friction still. Am I the a-hole? To be honest, I can see how subtitles can be distracting to some people. Like, you just want to be in the moment, but the moment that there's text on the screen, your brain just immediately wants to read it instead of paying attention to what's on the screen. But the reason I relate to the OP is because that's the reason I want subtitles. I really feel like I can't follow along to a show if I'm not like reading what they're saying. And it's just kind of hard to just watch something and you start zoning out. But to be honest, this being like their biggest fight in their whole marriage is somewhat like a flex. But I guess it's not a really good thing to have an argument, I guess. But just them fighting over Netflix subtitles and the compromise being whoever decided to watch what is the one who gets to decide if they have subtitles or not. So I guess it's a pretty good compromise, but this post was just really silly to read out loud. Okay, the last story for the video, and to be honest, this seems like a really juicy one. This one is from Am I the A-hole subreddit, and the user is independent-web5498. The title is, Am I the a-hole for telling my sister not to come to my wedding if she kept bringing up her miscarriage? And here we go. 3 years ago, my younger sister Jen had a miscarriage at 9 weeks. She and her partner Scott were devastated. I was there for them as much as I could be, but it was a tough time for them. A few months later, Scott left Jen. Jen said it was because of the miscarriage. Her and Scott had a close-knit group of friends, and I found it odd no one had checked up on her, so I rang their best friend and suggested a girls' night. She told me the reason they had broke up, Jen had slept with someone else. When he confronted her, she blamed the miscarriage. 9 months ago, I got engaged and asked Jen to be my maid of honor. At our engagement party, Jen became inconsolable at seeing our friend's baby. Everyone's focus, including mine, was on Jen all night. I wasn't upset with her. I figured that she was imagining what all these big families events would be like with a baby, so I gave her grace. Since then, anything to do with weddings, she brings up her miscarriage, but only at events related to my wedding. I asked her to help me pick flowers, and she lost it when she saw baby blue roses. She's convinced she was having a boy, and we had to leave. When we went wedding dress shopping, she picked out a maternity bridesmaid dress and asked to try it on so she could see how it would have looked like on her. When she did that, I thought she actually lost it and had to walk away when she started stuffing a cushion up her dress. I have tried to talk to her about going to counseling again, but she is insisting this is a normal part of the grieving process. She planned my hen party, which I was so grateful for, but I found out that she sent everyone a list of rules which included no talking about pregnancy or kids, no wearing baby blue, etc., etc. I confronted her, but I was gentle about it. I suggested canceling again and said I was there for her, but also that if she wanted to impose any other rules on anything to do with my wedding, she had to come to me first. It all came to head when one of my friends and bridesmaids announced she was pregnant. She will be 7 months at the wedding. After the announcement, Jen called her and said it would be best if she didn't come because she couldn't maintain her peace if she was forced to be reminded of the loss of her child. I lost it when I found out and said she was using her miscarriage to get attention, and if she made one more demand or made a single comment about it or anything wedding related, she was uninvited, and in either case, she is no longer my maid of honor. Since then, Jen has told everyone I dumped her from the wedding for being too upset about the loss of her baby, in retaliation, and have told everyone and anyone who would listen to the real reason her and Scott broke up. Half our friend and family think I'm an asshole. Half think she is. I'm still horrifically angry and stuck in a place where I'm not sure if I'm rightly angry or if I should be more understanding. Am I the a-hole? So there's a couple edits, but we're gonna go over them. Edit 1. A couple of people have said I went too far telling people about the reason she broke up with Scott, and I can take that. But just for context, I had multiple people reach out to me who she had spoken to first. Each essentially said I was being a B word for dumping her from the wedding, for having a miscarriage, and said something along the line she lost her partner and her sister because she lost her baby. I felt I needed to correct them that she actually lost neither of us because of the miscarriage. She lost us because her actions since, and her blaming the miscarriage is part of a pattern of behavior. I didn't go into detail, just said actually she lost Scott because she cheated on him, and she lost me because she uninvited one of my bridesmaids without my knowing because she is pregnant. I was upset and hurt that they were saying this to me, and also she wanted everyone to think I was the sort of person who would dump my sister because she lost her baby. So I lashed out by telling them what actually happened with Scott. I suppose a way to defend myself. But again, if consensus is that this was way too far, I'll accept that and take it on the chin. Edit 2. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. Someone mentioned the phrase weaponized grief, and seeing that written down, that's what it feels like. She clearly didn't deal with her grief at the time she had the miscarriage, but I'm surprised that it's presented itself now in a way that it has now. Part of me wonders if she is seeing me get married and thinking it could have been her and Scott. Perhaps her feeling of guilt over what she did and not dealing with her grief have caused her to have some form of mental break. I'm not sure, but I'm glad to see the consensus seems to be I was right and set boundaries I did. This gives me some measure of peace as we get closer to the wedding. Although, if it comes to it and she is not there, I would still be absolutely devastated. Wow, that was a big drama post. Me, alongside many of the comments under this post, have agreed that she is not the a-hole. She has set her boundaries, especially when it comes to her wedding. Weddings are a really big event in someone's life. And just not having this type of negativity and just her weaponizing her own grief happening around her wedding planning is just not it for her. And I hope the OP does reconcile with her sister, because it seems like she still does care for her sister because of the little comment at the end of the post. But yeah, I hope like this turns out well for everyone involved, and I hope she has a really good wedding. Anyways, we have now made it to the end of the video. Yay! That was a lot of reading, but some of these were genuinely really satisfying to read. If you guys have any posts you want me to read with some Genshin gameplay in the background, let me know at the email I have in my description. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to making more of this type of content because all I'm doing on my alt account is just exploring while trying to do some other type of content. I'm not going to spoil it what I'm doing, but it does involve a new account and just exploring a lot. So I guess you're going to have to wait and see until I finally finish it. If you have any suggestions on what I can do for more content, let me know in the comments. And that's all for now. Bye, kitty cats. Have a good day or night wherever you are in the world.